friends, we're going to first take a pan, preferably take a large flat pan like this, and so you get a better space to stir the mixture. Now here I'm taking 1 wati or 1 cup of clarified butter or ghee. Now once our ghee is nice and hot on a low to medium flame, we are going to add 4 cups of besan laddu flour. Now you get a special type of chickpea flour or besan flour, which is specially for making these besan laddus. You get them in any general store or grocery store rather. This is a little bit coarser and it has a little different texture than your normal chickpea flour or besan, and this is available, and during Diwali time it's easily available. So try to get your hands on this flour. If you don't, then you can try out the normal besan also, but this gives it a better flavor, and you can roll these laddus very easily also, because this flour has a different consistency. So if you can get your hands on the besan laddu special flour, it'll be better. Now on a very low flame, you have to keep on frying this flour with the ghee. We are looking for a very dark golden brown color. In Marathi it's called a tambus rang. It's like really dark golden brown. So you have to have a lot of patience, and if you can get your family members to help you to fry this, because yes, your hands do pain stirring it for a while, because it took me about 15 minutes exactly to get the flour to that particular color. And remember, your flame has to be very low. So you have to keep on stirring, and you'll see that the consistency of this flour keeps on changing. Because the ghee and the flour, they get well incorporated. You'll actually get the aroma of the besan, which is such a beautiful aroma. It smells, or rather the aroma is the same as besan laddu. You know that people around you get to know that you're making besan laddu. The smell is really very strong and amazing. So a little bit of arm power here and patience. This is the very first time I am trying to make besan laddu. I said I'll give it a try now before Diwali, so that I'll be more confident, and plus I will know exactly whether I need to add more ghee or more flour. So I got the right the measures after doing this. So it's like 1 cup of, or 1 wati, the steel wati if you're using, then it's 1 wati of ghee to 4 watis of flour. And it's good to practice a little before Diwali, so that you can make a bit, a sample, so that you know exactly how much you require, because it all depends on the type of flour you'll be using, the ghee. So this is the main part of making besan laddu, is getting the flour and the ghee well fried or well incorporated together. Then it's very simple. After that, it's just 2 more ingredients and your besan laddus are ready. Now just some tips over here. Suppose you come to this stage and then you find that I think I need a little more of flour, or I need a little more of ghee. So then what you need to do is don't, you have to, suppose you require about say 2 tablespoons more, you feel no, I think I require a little more of flour, don't add the flour directly to this mixture. In a separate pan, just dry roast the flour on a very medium flame for some time till you get the aroma of the flour, and then add it. Or if you require some more ghee, if you find that your mixture is very dry, then you can add, just warm the ghee a little bit and then add the ghee. Now the other 2 ingredients that we require is some pithi sakhar or icing sugar. You can get the ready-made icing sugar, or you can grind sugar at home. Now for the part of adding the sugar, there's I used about just 3/4 of a vati of pithi sakhar. So there's no particular measurement, it all depends upon your taste, how sweet or how how sweet you want your ladus to be. So then it comes to this consistency where everything comes together. This took me exactly 15 minutes. It might take you a little lesser time or longer time. So it comes to this consistency. Now if the flour gets stuck to your spoon, just use another spoon and keep removing it. Use a big pan like this because then it's easier to handle the flour. For those of you who have already made besan laddu before, you can just forward this video and go to the next step. But for those of you who are making it for the first time or who want to learn how to make besan laddu, you can stick around and see the steps, or you can make it along with me. That's why I'm showing you the entire procedure instead of cutting short and making it into smaller clips. This will show you exactly how your flour has to look, so you can make it along with me. Now my flame is still on. It is on a very low flame. Now here I realized that I was using a steel spoon and the spoon was getting a little bit hot, and then I started using a wooden spoon. So you can use a silicone spoon or a wooden spoon, that helps too, because the steel spoon does get heated up very fast. So you can see again the consistency has changed. So we want to get that lovely color, that's what we are going for. And plus we don't want the chickpea flour or the besan flour to be raw, it has to be completely cooked. Then the shelf life of these ladus or ladus also is longer if everything is well cooked. So you can leave your comments in the comment box below telling me what proportion you finally landed up using, the clarified butter or the ghee to the flour. If you're using regular besan, I would like to know how much, what was your measurements of how much flour to doodh you used. Okay, now you have to let this mixture completely cool, and now we're going to add some velchi pood or elaichi powder or cardamom powder. It works out to around 2 teaspoons. So if you take about 5 or 6 of your cardamom, you get about 2 teaspoons of cardamom flour. You can use the ready-made one or you can make it fresh at home like I did. And now I'm adding this icing sugar, but I've taken 3/4 of a cup or 3/4 of a vati, but I'm adding very little, and I'll be stirring it, tasting it to what sweetness I like it to, or my family would like. Like we don't like it very sweet, so the sugar part is up to you. So You can keep adding how much ever sugar you want, but ensure that your mixture is completely cool. It should not even be warm, lukewarm. It has to be actually room temperature and very cool. And now we're just going to knead it like you knead chapati dough or puri dough. Knead it completely for 5 whole minutes, because we want everything, the cardamom powder, the icing sugar, and our mixture of ghee and besan flour to be well incorporated. So take about 5 minutes, but knead this very well. This is also a very important step. And as you knead it, you get this nice besan laddu consistency. I mean, as you're kneading it, you come to know that, okay, I can roll out laddus very easily. And now the last step is just to roll out some laddus. And you can top it up with you can put a pista piece, you can put cashew nuts, you can put kishmish. Now with the quantity that I used, I got about 15 besan ladus, and they were delicious. So now I can, I'm more confident about making them during Diwali. I said I have to try it out myself. So here they are, the lovely besan ladus. You can make them anytime, not just during Diwali. They're very healthy because they're made in ghee. Thanks for watching, guys.